It was a perfect recipe. I was born into the business. I always wanted to be an operator. Just had a passion for equipment and really transportation. Since I was a young kid, I always had a four-wheeler. I like to be moving. It was the perfect storm to get my identity in. I mean, I had a family business. I had grown it. I expanded it. I had some success. The reason I had the identity in Dunagin Transport because I didn't know what identity looked like outside of Dunagin Transport. One of the things in the oil and gas business is you get in, you make your money fast, and then you get out waiting for it to fall. So with that comes, long days, long nights. And so when we go on weekend trips or go to play, we could play hard. We went out and raised hell.
In a rough world where a guy's displaced from his family and his wife is back home and he's 90 days here and not there, the things that come to those guys, it can be tough.
And you're isolated by yourself. You're out here trying to make money. I've made well into the six figures every year doing it. I could go do it again, but it would cost me more than I'm willing to lose.
So we met in Spanish class in high school. He sent a note across the room, check yes or no, would you like to go out on a date with me?
Candace and I ended up getting married, living in a trailer house at one of our saltwater disposals.
There was tank batteries basically in front of our house, but it was perfect. And you're with the person that you just want to spend your time with.
Always, since a very young age, the business had priority. That was the number one priority.
I don't remember ever getting in the car with him, with the four of us, that the phone didn't ring immediately. So we could leave from Abilene and go to the Metroplex for the weekend, and we would never talk to him on our road trip. Whenever he was at home and he was present, physically present, he was always checked out.
I met Bo for the first time during orientation. He came in and buzzed through for maybe 5 minutes, and then I didn't see Bo for about a year.
He was just busy, very busy with things that didn't need to be busy with.
Monday and Tuesday I was recovering from a long weekend of playing hard, and then may have a peaceful day on Wednesday, and then Thursday it would start over again. Still using the business as a priority, that hey, we got to take care of business is what provides. That allowed me to take customers wherever I needed to take them and do whatever I needed to do with them to entertain them. All along the while, it was eating at my soul through my drunkenness. There's a lot of my careless lifestyles, from pornography to affairs. This good, hardworking, providing country boy had turned into this, really, looking back on it, this monster. I had created so much crap in my life, I didn't know how to square up to it and deal with it. So my only choice at the time was to keep running. Things went crazy in my life, and to the point to where Candace and I got in one of the worst fights we'd ever had. After I passed out on the couch, she picked up my phone, and all this double lies became exposed. When I woke up, I had no choice but to square up to it and own it. She knew the truth.
Bo left for a week or two, so I could really focus in on process everything that I was told and the things that I had seen.
I can remember taking a Bible with me, and I went to a remote ranch and just peace for a week. I didn't get any phone service, no emails, and for some reason I had this Bible. And I had a moment while I was up there where the Lord literally gave me a vision of continuing this life of, just neon lights, single man's life, or a dark dirt road, but it was peaceful. It was peaceful, and it was just like the Lord saying, just trust me. And the minute that I acknowledged that, okay, Lord, this is you. This is you speaking to me. My phone rang, and it was Candace. And she said, hey, I don't care what you've done. I'll forgive you. We'll work this out. Now, she also said, it doesn't mean turn around and come home, and it just gave me light. It was just that light that the Lord sent to me, like, you just made a decision in your heart to follow me, and I'm acknowledging you right now that you're gonna have this. You're gonna be a husband, you're gonna be a father. Man, the process of getting all this hidden posing out in the open was absolutely God saying, I'm with you, and I'm with you, and I'm with her. I'm with y'all. All this stuff that had festered, that I was able to absolutely come clean with my wife.
He was, I wouldn't say apologizing like every day, but it was just through his actions that he was changing.
I was able to establish my relationship with the Lord. Then I was able to, come to Candace and be who I was. And what's amazing is who I am was who Candace fell in love with when I was 15. That's what the Lord had restored. I initially did not want to come back to Dunagin Transport. I viewed the business as just a lot of triggers, unhealthy relationships with both customers and employees.
So we started praying, like, is this really what we should do? Should we keep this? And every time we would pray, the Lord would say, yes, this, I've called you where you're supposed to be.
Reestablishing relationships from the new heart of what my purpose was with this business, it took time. It's still taking time. I came to our managers and just told my story, what drove me then and what drives me now, and a lot of apologies.
I first came here, it was just like any other company that I've ever worked for in this industry. It's about the numbers and go get it, get it, get it.
It was all just people coming to work with no purpose. As Bo re-entered the company after he kind of found a purpose for the business and for his life, it changed everything pretty dramatically. Yeah, because now there's a purpose.
My barometer for success is really the relationship and the leadership team, and how it just reaches out into whether it's your first day in a truck for Dunagin Transport or a vendor, and it's really based on relationships. I like being with the team.
He just loves other people. Like, he now sees their heart.
Him being open with stuff he was going through, it really gave us the authority to say, hey, I was going through something too.
The only reason I came to work for Dunagin Transport initially was because they offered insurance. And I was in the process of trying to get custody of my son. And I knew I had to have it to make it happen. Never in a million years would I have thought that I would have grown in my faith working for a company in the oil field. I mean, without the culture that's here and Bo being obedient, that I wouldn't be the person I am today. That's why I'm very thankful for the environment Bo has given us to work in.
He goes through a transformation and says, I see these people differently. But God has shifted my heart. I don't see dollars when I see people. I don't see numbers when I see trucks. I see assets, I see hearts, I see generosity, I see life.